It's happening as expected. 361 Degrees will have a pro version for the standard model of the BIG3 6.0 silhouette. Like I always say, that's the thing with Chinese brands. They have multiple versions for a shoe model, and 361 Degrees is no exception. The Big 3 almost always has the standard version, the team model, and the pro version, and this is the case with the Big 3 6.0. Both the standard and the pro versions are not yet available. But if recent history teaches us anything, these will most likely see a US release. This hasn't been the case in the past years because it's only recently that the brand has begun to pivot a significant chunk of its marketing efforts outside of Asia. Now the brand is on the 6th edition of the Big 3 series and will probably see many social media influencers receiving their pairs for promotion anytime soon. 361 Degrees has been quite active in pushing its marketing with the involvement of these influencers, and the Big 3 6.0 will surely be part of that, so let's have a quick conversation. Here's what some of you had to say about the Big 3 6.0 standard version after I posted a video about it back in February 27, 2025. Kyle hopes that there will be an outdoor-friendly model for the Big 3 6.0 series, most likely something that you could constantly wear on courts with rough surfaces. Nugan Enigma says that the release will be interesting for him personally because the standard 6.0 version looks stellar for him. It's close to his ideal silhouette and cushioning setup for a basketball shoe, and he prefers the white and blue colorway so far. JKG says that while he thinks the Big 3 4.0 looks the best in the series, he is still excited for the 6.0 version, while Magnus Beha says that he is a solid fan of 361 Degrees. It's no surprise that the brand has steadily gained some supporters over the years, especially after the signing of Nikola Jokic. Now, Charles asks in Filipino if the 361 shoes in Shopee are legitimate because they are cheap. I said yes, they're legitimate if the pair is being sold by the official store. They're cheap because there are minimal overhead costs. So just how different is the Pro version from the standard one? Visually, it's very different, at least based on the photos we have seen so far. Overall, the standard version has a more linear and compact design, while the Pro version has design elements that are more rounded or curved. The 3 on the lateral is the feature that highlights this distinction. That lower section of the 3 seems to have its function in both the Pro and standard versions. It's there not just for the looks. In the standard version, it serves as a lateral counter at the back section and a foam stabilizer at the front lateral. In the Pro version, it functions mostly as a plate from the back curving towards the front, and I think it's part of a more elaborate plate system. Other than that, I'm yet to see anything else out of the ordinary from a design perspective. The design of the Pro version looks standard, to be honest, as it doesn't seem to radically depart from the standard version itself. Honestly, I like the design of the standard version more than the Pro version, at least for now, but we'll see. Of course, it doesn't end with the visual differences. The materials will have to vary as well. The assumption is that any pro version of a basketball shoe has more tech or better tech than the standard version. This usually includes the upper material and the cushioning setup, and in some cases, some additional features for support. In short, a pro version typically follows the more is more approach. Still, just because a shoe is the pro version doesn't mean it's the better shoe for you. Don't fall into that trap because ultimately you will need to consider what you need in a shoe. If you need minimal cushioning and a pro version is stacked, then the pro version may not be the best option. Of course, a pro version may still fit your needs. All I'm saying is that whether a shoe is the standard or team or pro version should be irrelevant, because at the end of the day, you'll need to choose a shoe based on your playing style and foot anatomy and not a shoe's naming convention. We'll most likely see the standard version released first sometime this second quarter of the year and the Pro version by the third quarter. The gap between the initial releases may not be that wide, especially if 361 Degrees still has some other versions of the Big 3 6.0 down the pipeline, and I think the brand will. Whether the Big 3 6.0 Pro version is going to pack a punch remains to be seen. We will probably get some information about the tech specs in the coming days, and I'll let you know once we have them, so stick around. But for now, let me know what you think.